more points than everybody that's currently in the top 8 combined. Maybe.
Combined,
That's
yeah.
300 points, dude. You don't even have to enter any more tournaments, so somebody's gonna be very happy. On top of that, there's $1,000 for first place right here. I think this tournament, every Masters region tournament has a prize pool of $2,000, which really is a lot of money, especially if you're looking at some other regions as well, man. That dollar could be stronger.
Yeah, could go a long way. We're seeing some Claudio now. So we're seeing some Claudio action here from Divine Exorcist.
That's Divine's secondary character that Lars we saw him play, but he's also got the Claudio. And then I think he used Miguel on me too and almost took me out. So if things get bad here, we could see Miguel pop out. I wonder what the player versus player experience is like, if these guys get a lot of training or if they're from like opposing cliques, you know what I mean, where they're somewhat rivals and everything like that. That's kind of like the dynamic that, you know, often gets left out when you got two players coming from the same region.
Oh yeah, and you know, Mexico as a country is huge, so they could be either close to each other or they could be very far apart. I'm not too sure where exactly these guys are from geographically as far as the country goes. However, it'd be awesome to know that, you know, they obviously have run into each other in the past, because that obviously changes how you approach matchups.
I see it in the chat. Somebody stated these guys are related brothers. So this is the Shadow Junior of Mexico right here, man. These guys top players.
Divine is obviously the Shadow for sure.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, this is gonna be cool to see. I mean,
this is actually awesome to know.
Yeah, what's the saying? Like steel sharpens steel or something? Like when you got two strong players in the same household training, I saw Junior hit a huge power spike this past year with his Eliza. He's killed me the last 2 tournaments. Can't beat him anymore, man. And obviously, having Shadow in your household is a huge help to, you know, your improvement.
So we got the 20Z boys and we got the 20Z boys. Uh-oh. As we go into it. Oh, I thought he landed it. I thought that was a clear whip punish.
Both players very patient right now. They know, like, they could, even Claudio with the lead right here could lose it in a punch. Like 3 to pick up out of the handstand. That's the proper play. Good stuff from Divine. He's going to go up big here in the first game. 2-0 rounds. Lem is trying to... That was a little mind game they played there, obviously. That move was not punishable by the launch, but Divine ducked just because, I guess, from their past history, maybe Lemus likes to go low after that. -10 move.
Follow up here. He has the wall. Oh, but a big counter hit. He knew a button was coming out. Goes for a mix-up instead. And a running knee, the follow-up. Oh my gosh. That missed everything. The evasiveness from that back 3-3, unfortunate there. Oh my god, everything is missing. What is happening here? Man, Lem is able to get around there. 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Divine, but still, much needed round there. Wow, these guys are all over the place.
That's all you need, 2. 1 round sometimes.
Nice punish. Able to get some damage out of it. He does have Starburst available as well. Into the slippery kicks.
Divine was throwing out a lot of attacks right there, and Lemus was just sitting back, waiting for a good opportunity. Caught the relax, trip up. Here we go. This is a very tense position for both players. Eddy just outside of range. This really sucks because you don't have the damage buff, but you do have like the disadvantage of having very little life. So you can't even make. Oh, there we go. That was enough, and he kind of blew the race drive a little prematurely.
Oh, nice. Good sidestep 4. Able to close it out. Divine Exorcist taking that first game here. Still pretty close. You know, it could have gone either way. You could tell by watching both of these players go at it that they have some nuance. They have some experience against each other by doing some things that are maybe outside of the box, a bit outside of the norm. So it was interesting to see how that kind of played in. But I wonder how it's going to change as we go into game number 2.
Just lots of kind of just Divine rushing it down. Lemus really trying to get a grasp of the match, try to figure out some tendencies, but I think he just took too long to get started, right? Was down 2-0, but then after that started looking really good. It's just that you want to avoid that slow start sometimes, because if you dig yourself such a big hole, then a lot of times, even no matter how good you play after that deficit, it might be too little too late if that 2-0 disadvantage is so huge. And if even though we saw Lemus turn it around. It was like the fact that Divine went up 2-0, gave him more time to kind of gather his thoughts and close the match out. That was a really good last round played by Divine. So, you know, back and forth as they go with the adjustments, maybe just a little more like activity from Lemus. A lot of times he was just like caught standing there watching Claudio in his face. And if Claudio knows that you're just gonna be holding, like straight up holding back, he could do a lot of things. He could do like running two to force pressure, and you guys are both still standing there. But this time, after blocking running two, Claudio has a huge advantage. We're going to proceed to the next matchup, or you could just go for a standard sidestep mix-up. So you want to stay active and keep Claudio guessing. If you don't want to make it too easy for him to get in, because he already has a really good enough time getting in with the running two.
Round one.
All right, guys. As you guys are tuning in, thank you for watching. This is the Tekken Online Challenge 2021, powered by Astro. This is the Central America region. Right now, we are in the losers bracket. We have Divine Exorcist going up against Lemus Alejandro, as we try to find out who is going to be eliminated from the tournament and who will move on. Nice. All right, push some. Yeah, very close to the wall. But look at that. That sidestep three just switched the positions for him. Ooh, good punish.
Okay, uses his Starburst. Divine trying to work off the wall right now. And Lemus just down to one hit. But the raise drive can seal the deal. The jab low kick, that's a move that people kind of just forget about with Claudio. A lot of characters in the game have that jab low kick, a move designed to kind of deal that last hit to steal the rounds, and it's not something that they do throughout the match, so it's easy to forget at the end of the rounds. When you see a jab, to kind of react and parry low. Unless it's like Asuka, you probably don't see it coming. Ooh. Back 3-3 again. That's the choice that Lemus likes when his back's on the wall. You know, Eddy players love that move really quick and can be confirmed, you know, relatively, you know, decently when you land that first counter hit knee. So go to the wall, we missed the dash. The Lemus, he could pay for this because his back's to the wall now, and here comes the infinite frame advantage for Claudio.
What?
Nice
He just blocked it?
Yeah. So like I said, too much hesitation, too much respect from Lemus. He's, you know, giving his opponent a lot of credit right now. For whatever reason, he's missing out on a lot of opportunities where you got to be quick on the ball a lot of times because of it.
All right, tied up on rounds there, but that was an interesting sequence towards the very end there. He had a big block there on the side step 4, did not react or did not even try to punish it, but calmly and steadily he was able to get out of the corner and steal that round away. But man, Divine Exorcist now making him pay. This is going to be a perfect.
Yeah, and he holds the balcony break as well for this round. Could use it here, get a little extra damage, but so far Divine Exorcist has been in the driver's seat, man, looking really, really comfortable. I'm assuming he's the big brother in this matchup. Nice blocks. The defense is there as well. Coming in. See, Claudio just gets in really easily, whether it be running to or one of the moves he can use to mix it up. The dashing knee works as well. Really hard to get around if you're Eddy too. No sidestep.
Oh, looking at... Oh, that's a nice use of the rage drive. Has the wall as well. Sidestep attack.
Oh,
again,
no.
nice low jab.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
He's only got a pixel. Touch him. No. No.
Nice low parry.
Yeah.
And you hate to see it, but Lemus Alejandro is out of the tournament. Tied for 7th place. Divine Exorcist will be moving on. Great stuff.
Yeah, it was very, very like doable for Lemus. I just think too much hesitation. And sometimes he was quick to rush in, sometimes like at the wrong times. And right there, using the raise drive, he got caught, I think, using the raise drive from far away range. When they block it a little bit closer, it's a little easier to get that straightforward mix up because you're closer to your opponent. But if you're already too far away, and especially if that first hit of the raise drive whips, it's like it puts you in an uncertain situation because of how weird that Eddy raise drive is. So it didn't really do a good job, Lemus, of setting up that raise drive. Just rushed into it a lot of times.